All right. So for this project, we primed the canvas in Burnt Umber, just Burnt Umber, and traced the drawing on the picture. We traced it on, and then now we're going to start with the colors in the background. So we have here Phthalo Blue, Raw Umber, and White, and eventually we're going to use some Payne's Gray for the darks. So for the dark area right there under the shadow of these leaves in there. So let's start with the Phthalo Blue. I have a round brush or any brush you like. I'm using a round one. I'm going to take Phthalo Blue and I'm going to put a little bit of Raw Umber in the Phthalo Blue because Phthalo Blue by itself is not earthy. It's really kind of turquoisey and it's dark. And I'm going to take a little bit of white so I can see the color. So when you put Raw Umber in Phthalo Blue, you will get a hint of green, which is great. Okay. We'll start from the back and we will highlight. So don't go too light. When you put the white on, use the white, don't go too light. Because we will highlight. And I'll show you why in a minute. Because we want to highlight certain areas. I'm going to leave a bit of that, the white line. So it's just for me to know where to put the shadow. It's a big round brush and it's the Princeton I'm using. It's not expensive. I think you can find it at Michael's. It's going to dry darker. Okay, so I'm going to take right now a little bit of white, add it to the, and I'll pause in a minute. Just a bit of white, and then I'm going to put that white in here. Oops, it's a little bit too much. Yeah, it shouldn't be. It should blend in. It shouldn't be too strong. The light is coming from this side, so also in the back. It's coming from here, and there's a bit of light from in the back as well. Okay. So you see, if you look at not the water lilies, the leaves on the, you see some of them are lighter, some of them are darker. It's okay if it's not exactly the same what you see in the picture, especially on top. This part is a bit confusing. Okay, I'm gonna pause. All right, so we're just gonna continue. This part here has more raw umber in it. That's why it changed. The color changed. A little bit of white, raw umber. It's nice to have a different blue here and there. Some of the blues are earthy, some of them are more vibrant. I'll take raw umber, add it, take a little bit of white, so you can see the color, you can see the raw umber. And eventually what I would do is take raw umber and white and then just kind of glaze the top part, just like this here. Just a bit, because those leaves are not solid. They have reflection of earth tones right there. See how? And that's, I didn't clean my brush. I just grabbed some raw umber, a little bit of white, until I could see the color right there. See the raw umber in there. So, and then just kind of go across. Don't cover the whole thing, just texture it with texture. Gives it an earthy look. Now I'm going to go back, pick up some color from here. Just go in here. The leaf right next to it, on this side here, has a beautiful light blue in there, and it's more on the turquoise side, so it doesn't have a lot of raw umber in it. It has tiny bit of raw umber, very, very small amount. And that's why this reference is very nice, because it has those kind of different blues in there. Some of the blues are, some of these leaves have water on them, so they are reflecting the sky more than the other ones, right? Okay, so now here, same thing. It's like a beautiful mirror in there. All right, let's now go back now and pick up a little bit more of the raw umber. And I'll pause again. Oh, I think I went over a petal. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. There we go. Got it back. So on this side, let's show you this right here. All of this was a bit vague to me. I really didn't know what was going on in there. I couldn't tell. So what I did in the one I worked on, I just removed this part and just made it simple. You see here? See that dark in there? I'm sure they're leaves, like they're higher or some things happening here. And then I just removed them. Sometimes it's also AI, but it's playing around. So whoever did this reference, maybe playing around with some AI stuff. So anything I don't understand what it is, I remove it. And just,
Sounds like a good plan.
yeah, eliminate.
Metaphor for life.
Yes, it's true. It's true. Simplify my life, right?
Anything we don't like, we just remove it.
Just remove it. People you don't like, just remove them.
Just remove.
Get them out of the way.
Well, you want to hear something? Oh, you're recording. No, I won't. Are you recording?
Yes.
Okay, no, I won't.
You don't? Oh, okay. So hold on. I will stop recording in a minute, and then you can tell us. I'm just going to put this on, and then this part has a little bit more of the raw umber, a little bit right there. Anyway, I need to take a break. Okay, here we go. Now, in this area here, because it is wet, I'm going to put a little bit more white, and I'm going to go in and then just kind of give it a movement here. A bit of raw umber and white and blue, and just kind of with the same brush here. Okay. I'm going to pause.
I don't know if I've got all the bits here or not.
Can I see?
Like a stained glass window.
Yes, it looks like it. Yes, yes. Can I see? Hold on. I'll stop recording again. Okay, so let's work on this part. I put a bit of, right there, a bit of Phthalo Blue and raw umber in this area here, just to see how it's going to look, and it looks good. So now I'm putting Phthalo Blue and raw umber and a bit of white. Okay, so now we're just filling this part, and it's again Phthalo Blue, raw umber, bit of white. Once this part is done, then I can go back and highlight certain areas and add shadows as well. Okay, let's do this here. Right there. That's great. Now, let's highlight a bit. So I'm going to take a little bit of white, put it in the same mixture, which is titanium, Phthalo Blue and raw umber. A little bit more white. I'm going to come here. A little bit more. See that, how I adjust the value? Because all of this is going to dry darker. So I want to highlight it, but I don't want to take the highlight all the way up. Just kind of in this area, this front. Because the back is a little bit darker. Oh, we're going to take a tiny bit more of the Phthalo Blue, and I'm just going to blend it softly in here between the highlight and the back. There. Perfect. Okay, let's take a bit more white in here, the lighter color, and give this one here a bit of highlight. Not all the way back, just in the front. Perfect. And a bit of this one here as well. There we go. We're good. A little bit more raw umber with the Phthalo Blue, white, and let's adjust the value here because it's drying darker. This is acrylic, it dries darker. And then we're just going to go in. So this is just the background, really. We don't have to spend too much time, but of course we're going to make it look nice. But we can just kind of, the main focal point is the two water lilies in the front. All right, now next step, I'm going to stop here for this week, just here. Next step, what we're going to do next week is take just the dark color, which is Phthalo Blue and raw umber, And probably we will need either a bit of black or Payne's gray, but we'll see. And we're going to put some shadows underneath some of the leaves, so they look like they're overlapping.
So you mean where the black is on the photo?
Yes, when you see, yes, what you see in the reference, where the dark is, the really dark. See, I left part of the painting right here. I didn't paint the whole thing, but you see here how dark it is right there. Yeah, this is where I'm going to fill it. And I have a feeling we will need a little bit more, like a stronger dark in there. But we will just, for now, I'm just using Phthalo Blue and raw umber. Seems to be working. A little bit right there, underneath these ones. Right here. This is the easy part. This is kind of putting a line in there. There. Again, right here. There we go.
Sorry, Dale, did you say that those dark ones are Phthalo and Burnt Umber?
Yeah, just Phthalo Blue and Burnt Umber.
Okay, thanks.
Also, we have on this side, which is the tricky one. This part is a bit tricky. It's the leaf itself, but because it bends up, it looks like it's a bit darker right here. Oh, but we don't want to darken it too much, otherwise it will look like the other ones. This one here, the edge right there is dark, but not as much as the rest of the other ones we were darkening right there. So just a tiny bit, see, like not dark, put a dark color in there, but not very, very dark, like not as dark as this in the back. And it's only, hold on, I'm just gonna do this and then I'll go back. Okay, it's only this one here, in here. You can see it. You can see that little thing right there. You can see this. This is the edge of this leaf that's sitting in the back, but it's bending up. So it's not the reflection or the shadow of the leaf on the water, it's the actual leaf. There we go. Yeah, half of it is done. So we're good. And I'm gonna put okay, we're good. There. Becomes a little bit tricky the closer you get to the actual flower, the background color. Let's put this one here. And it's nice to have different blues. It doesn't have to be the same blue, because if it's the same blue, it looks a bit artificial. It's nice to have different blues in there. And different shades of blue and values. Light, dark. And there here, a bit of shadow underneath this one. And we're just going to leave it. Perfect. This one is a little bit stronger, kind of lighter. This blue here. This is Phthalo Blue, Raw Umber, White. Just because, just to show it, so you can see it. All right, I'm gonna stop here for today. We'll continue next week.